Hi, I'm currently trying to remove blue from my hair. I use Blue Lagoon by Directions and I believe Slate as well by Directions, and they're a hair colour brand that I really enjoy using. I've already done one of these. This is Colour Rewind by Superdrug, and I've already done one of those and I left it on for 60 minutes and used the buffer, and it took quite a lot of the green out. It's kind of left like a tealy tinge in my hair. So I thought I'd try a second box, but we shall see if it works. It probably won't. My next step is to try and get like an orange toner and see if that covers the horrible greeny blue that I put in my hair, which I really liked, to be honest, but I just get bored of things so easily. Um, yes, there's a cat over there. Anyway, let's see how this turns out. I've still got a little bit of time to wait for it to develop, and I will show you the results. Okay, so this is the result so far, and it's taken quite a lot of Blue Lagoon out. With the instructions, you have to buffer out the developer for 5 minutes, and to do that I just put an alarm on my phone because it has to be for 5 minutes. I left it on for a minute, washed it all out for 5 minutes, and then you have to wash it again. But I've decided that I'm just going to keep washing it because there's quite a lot of product in this little bottle, in this like buffer, so I'm just going to keep washing it and washing it and washing it. My hair is very dry, but I feel like this is the best way to get this kind of colour out of your hair, because scientifically speaking this product isn't designed to get vegetable dyes out of your hair. It's designed for hair dyes that open the cuticle and deposit, where not direct dyes. So it just feels like a very strong Head and Shoulders shampoo that I'm using right now, and I'm really rinsing it and rinsing it and rinsing it, and I'm still seeing blue pigment come out. So my next step is to possibly mix up these two here that I got from Superdrug. These are basically just coloured shampoos, light strawberry blonde and honey blonde. So there's a lot of orangey, pinky tones in them. It probably won't work. It might end up coming out quite muddy, but I'm okay with that. It's an experiment. Technically on the colour wheel, orange is opposite of blue, green, red is the opposite, so we're trying to neutralise those tones. I kind of want to get like a peachy kind of blonde colour, hopefully. It might turn out quite muddy, but I'm okay with that. So let's see how it turns out. I'm going to wash this out, dry it a little bit, and then mix up my concoction of those two dyes that I've got. Okay, so this is my hair after the Colour Rewind treatment. It has taken some of the dye out of my hair. This was a bit of a gamble doing this because I really wasn't certain that it was going to do much. I feel like actually the buffer did more than the developer or the cuticle opener. Excuse me. Very naught behaviour down here. But I tried to make it work, and I used quite a lot of shampoo. I used the entirety of the buffer, and then I used a Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner, which is interesting because on the directions box that I received when I bought it off Amazon, it did say that do not use shampoo with conditioners in it. So I don't know whether actually those are the kinds of things you should use to try and get rid of the colour. So there's that to note. But yeah, considering it's still wet, I'm quite happy with the results so far, but I am going to try and tone it with those Superdrug dyes, and we'll see if that does anything. I'll let you know. Okay, having thought about it, I didn't want to commit to putting these both on my hair straight away. I kind of thought, let's do a strand test first, and I decided to do this bit here, and I'll be honest, it's looking a little bit murky, and I'm not sure what that is going to do, but I'm going to leave it on for 15 minutes and see what happens. Okay, so it kind of works. So I've mixed up those two colours and come up with this concoction. We'll see how it goes on my whole head. It kind of neutralised a lot of the green. A bit unsure of how it's going to go on the more stubborn areas of my blue hair. So let's see. I'm sorry for my haystack hair right now. My hair is incredibly damaged after doing all of those processes on it. It was damaged way before that too. Yeah, this is the colour. Some bits of it are fairly blondish, but the rest of it is kind of a mucky, greeny, horrible mess, basically. I should have assumed this was going to happen. The thought has run across my mind that I would just go out and buy a red, orangey direct dye and make this whole green thing go away, but I feel like that would just be putting another issue in front of me and causing another problem, which would be getting red and orange dye out of my hair, as I would love it for about a week, like I did the blue, and then I'd want to get rid of it and go back to blonde. You see, the issue with me is that I always want to get back to blonde whenever I do these kind of fashion colours. So I'm going to give it a break because today has been very intense on my head. I've washed it so much. I've spent a whole day washing my hair today, and it's so water intensive, and I would say half of these things weren't even worth doing. Like, I reckon I could have just not bothered with the colour rewind at all, because yes, it opened the cuticle and allowed some of that blue pigment and green pigment to come out, but I could have probably just achieved that with a really strong shampoo like Head and Shoulders and maybe some bicarb of soda and dish soap. So I'm gonna have to give it a break, let my hair recover a bit. It's severely damaged. I've ended up putting a split end conditioner, leave-in conditioner on the ends of it, and also 100% argan oil. That seems to really at least make it brushable. Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily do what I did, but you know, it's all a lesson anyway. Goodbye, thank you for watching. Hello, cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes.